I wanted to talk about something a little bit more intimate today. Um, Part of being an amputee is not just the process that you go with from losing whatever limb you're losing, to, the process of uh, getting back to as much of a normal life as possible. It's about the relationships in your life and the feelings that go with them. There's two things that I'm dealing with right now. One is my stepson recently told me yesterday, actually, that he and his girlfriend were thinking about getting married before the baby is born. He and his girlfriend are going to have a baby. I married a man that was much older than me, and he had two sons that were half grown, but I ended up raising the older one from the age of 13. He lived with us till he was 19, but he still lives in the same town. We see him all the time. He's a huge part of our lives. And he just turned 22, and he and his girlfriend are going to have a baby. And they decided that they might get married before the baby is born, and they've moved it kind of ahead. They're thinking about it. They haven't dedicated to it, but the problem is they're thinking about like the end of next month, and I may not have a prosthetic by then. That's a problem for me because the wedding would take place about 5 hours away. I don't travel so well in my car because my car is a two-door, and it's a it's more of a GT. I don't know what you would call it. It's just more of it's more of a single person's car because my husband and I don't have little kids. We don't have any children right now. And I don't travel so well. And my other problem would be that I may not have my prosthetic by then. And that would mean that I'd be confined to a wheelchair during the week, which bothers me because it was really important to me to dance with my stepson at his wedding because he is, in all intents and purposes, my child, and I love him very much. The other problem would be is if his mother shows up, which she has every right to invite her. She has never been very kind to me, and I feel like this would be a chance for her to be kind of abusive and crack jokes at me. She's done this before. When I was at the graduation from high school, I invited her and made sure that she was included and even paid for the graduation dinner and everything, and she didn't even say thank you. She wouldn't even come into my home at the time. And her and her husband were texting back and forth because they were sitting behind us on the bleachers and joking about how fat I was. And I don't know if I can deal with her abuse in this state. So there's that to deal with. So that's one of the issues I'm dealing with because I really want to be a part of his day, and I think that he's found a wonderful young lady to marry. I just really wanted to be the whole me. And I know that's selfish because it's not about me, but this is one of the issues I'm dealing with right now. I'm sorry, my dogs are kind of barking. The other issue I'm dealing with, and I'm going to try to figure out how to make this so kids can't see it, because I'm going to talk about sex. The other issue I'm dealing with is the intimacy factor between me and my husband. I've had my procedure, and we've been intimate a few times, twice, but not much more than that, and he's very frustrated, but I'm having to learn how to maneuver my body now in a different way. And I can't use my leg because it's not there anymore. And I feel very uncomfortable. And it is slightly painful because if the leg is jarred, it's just not easy. And this is the type of thing that, amputees face, especially ones that have people that they're intimate with, just getting back. I promised I wouldn't get emotional during this one, but I'm such a wreck today. Just being intimate is difficult. I don't feel sexy. I don't. This is a guy that's having to help me bathe and get dressed and go to the bathroom and do all these things, and then I have to get intimate with him on top of it. And I just feel like I'm not me right now. My dog is freaking out because I'm crying. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, come closer. So that's an issue. And I feel so bad for him because this isn't the easiest thing in the world. Me losing my leg not just affected me, but it has affected us as a team. We want to have children one day, you know. We've been married almost 12 years now, and it took us 10 years to get pregnant for the first time, and we lost that baby last year. And then this year I lose my leg, and it's just been, I'm wondering how much more my husband can take before he gets fed up with me. So the amputation has not just made me, you know, change everything I do and the way I do it. It made me wonder. It made me a little insecure in some ways. So these are the things you're gonna face, or you may face, or you know, that you are facing. And you know, maybe some of you know what I'm going through right now, and you can kind of, you know, give me some pointers on how to get through this. I have found some wonderful support groups on Facebook. One is the Amputee Coalition of America. They have been very informative. So I urge you to look into them. The other is going to be, well, it's a private group, Amputee Mommies, that added me, and they've been, you know, really great. I will say, just for a little bit of information for today, other than, you know, the whole, what do I do about my stepson's wedding and what do I do about sex, is that you do not want to go for any length of time not wearing your shrink sock. My shrink sock got very uncomfortable yesterday, and I took it off, and then I went to a movie, and I went to a place called Charlie Horse to see my roommates practice their singing. They do karaoke there, and it's their way of practicing. And I did not wear my shrinking sock for a very long period of time, and when I came home, my leg was painfully swollen, and the scar was, yeah, it still has some stitches in, and you could see it was swollen, and it was very painful, and I've spent most of the day in bed today recovering from that. So do not do that to yourself. Wear the shrink sock. Deal with the discomfort. Deal with the aggravation. The pain of not wearing it and having swelling is worse than going without it. You know, just to enjoy a few moments of freedom. The other issue I'm having is my leg has decided that it is still there, and it does not like being cut off. Well, because the shrink sock, you know, causes a permanent cut around the stub, and my leg is like, no, I'm still here. And so the phantom pains are like really bad. But that's just some of the issues that I've found so far. I will say that everybody keeps commenting and telling me I'm such a strong person, and the thing is I'm not the strong one. My husband is the strong one, because he gives me the strength to get up in the morning and keep trying. And without him, I don't think I'd be fighting this hard right now, because I want to make him proud, and I want to show him that I'm still the same person I was. So sometimes we can come off as strong, but it's really the people that are behind the scenes that are our true strength. So just don't forget to tell those people in your life that are really there for you, thank you. So this has become a lot more emotional today than I thought it would be. I'm gonna get off now, and I'm working on a baby blanket for a friend who's having a baby. So I'm gonna work on that some today, and maybe do some writing. And I will see you guys soon, hopefully when I'm not like this. I hope you all are, you know, the ones of you that are going through the same thing right now. I hope you're doing well. Um, Hollywood Kryptonite, I'm really hoping to hear an update from you soon. Yes, Way, it's Rick. Your YouTube videos have been so helpful to me. The baby wipe thing, especially. And I already bought my masking tape for my foot when it gets here. You guys are really great, and your videos have really helped me. And there's lots of other ones that have helped me too, but you two especially have been, you know, you responded back to me, and I really appreciate it. Those of you that are contemplating going through this, don't just watch my videos and think, oh my god, she's such a mess, I don't want to do this. I'm a mess, but at the end of the day, this was the best choice. And I love the way the people in the mommy amputee support group have put it. It's a delayed amputation, not a voluntary amputation. I should have had this amputation when I was much younger, but due to the court system having control and me being a foster child, the choice was taken from me. So I don't regret it in the least. Just do your research. Do like I did, you know, watch YouTube for videos, join different support groups, look into it. This has been a good choice. And, you know, I don't tell you to just make the choice because it's the easiest one or because it's the hardest one or whatever people are telling you. I'm telling you, do what's best for you. And you find some really amazing people along the way. I count myself extremely blessed every day because I feel like once this part's all done and I have my prosthetic, God, higher power, whatever you believe in, has given me a second chance at life to be more than I was. And that's the true magic of this situation. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you're all doing well.